Actually, Jordan's position is very clear for everybody. We call stopping the war right away. We call for ceasefire. India, is as emerging power in the world now and getting involved on so many international issues. I think India can play a role on that situation in order to solve the problem and to save the lives of people who are killed there. We've seen over 10,000 people now has been killed, including many children. You cannot ask this question and forget 75 years of occupation and killing. We believe that we should have a two-state solution. We believe in that, and East Jerusalem is the capital of the Palestinian state. Israeli forces are bombarding hospitals, schools, everything. So the Jordan cannot stay silent. India has decided to abstain from that decision. Resolution, and it's up to the India. We don't interfere. That's each country take its own stand according to its interest. Well, actually, Jordan's position is very clear for everybody. We call stopping the war right away. We call for ceasefire to be put on to save the civilian casualties. We also stand for releasing all hostages. Okay, that's the Jordanian position that has been articulated by His Majesty, the King Abdullah II, by Her Majesty the Queen, by the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, by everybody in Jordan, are calling for ceasefire to be implemented right away and to stop the bombing of the civilian people. We've seen over 10,000 people now has been killed, including many children, many women, many elderly. So we need this war to be stopped right away and let the humanitarian aids take its way to those needy people who are under bombardment by the Israeli forces.
So do you also condemn what Hamas did on October 7th?
Please don't ask this typical question. Everybody is asking the same questions. You cannot ask this question and forget 75 years of occupation and killing and transfer and displacement of the Palestinian people. So the matter is much bigger than condemnation of this type. The problem is the occupation has to be ended. Palestinian has been suffering for the last 75 years. The Palestinian question has been for a long time, and we need to do something about it. And in order to have a Palestinian state, because we in Jordan, we believe that we should have a two-state solution. We believe in that, and East Jerusalem is the capital of the Palestinian state. So it's not a matter of condemnation or not. Let's talk about the whole issue. Let's look at the larger picture, in order to solve the problem. We are here not in a stage to throw blames on each other. We need to solve the problem in order to save lives of the people.
And so what is Jordan doing to de-escalate the situation in terms of diplomatic and humanitarian?
Well, I'm sure you have heard that Jordan, first of all, submitted the resolution for the General Assembly, co-sponsored with some Arab states as well. We withdrew our ambassador from there. It was a clear sign that we condemn all this bombardment and all this killing of young and children, and actually the Palestinian nation as a whole. Other thing that the Israeli forces are bombarding hospitals, schools, everything. So the Jordan cannot stay silent and seeing all this happening in Gaza Strip. And also what the very important step happened yesterday when Royal Force aircraft has dropped aids to the Jordanian hospital, field hospital in there. It was the first country that has done so, and this is a clear message about the Jordan position toward this war and this genocide that is going on in Gaza Strip.
Sir, on October 23rd, Indian Prime Minister spoke to his Jordanian counterpart, His Majesty. He also shared his concerns regarding terrorism and violence. If you can talk about that and how important is this conversation at this?
Well, actually, yes, the conversation took place, and the Honorable Prime Minister has talked to His Majesty about so many issues. Of course, security and arrangements, and aid, humanitarian aid as well. And in this regard, India, is as emerging power in the world now, and getting involved on so many international issues, and already send aircraft or of aids. Now in Arish in Egypt, I think India can play a role on that situation in order to solve the problem and to save the lives of people who are killed there.
So last month India also abstained from the vote that was brought by you because it did not mention Hamas. So how did you see India's position and India's position on this over conflict?
Well, but this is an Indian decision. We respect that. We don't interfere in that. India has decided to abstain from that decision. Resolution, and it's up to the India. We don't interfere. That's each country take its own stand according to its interest.
And what role, according to you, can India play in this overall conflict?
Well, what we can do actually is, our priorities should be straight. First thing, we should save lives. This is the most important thing. Life of innocent people.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews, and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.